It is a case study based question. Whenever I do consulting assignments, this is one of the biggest challenge for me. I need to convince management that you need to see the real, a contingency reserve for your project. Generally, whenever I ask what is the contingency reserve of their project, the standard answer across industries, right, is 5% or 10%. And then, now I don't, fight with them. I say, okay, how many of your projects completed within 5% or 10%? And the mostly answer is 0. And then, they know that they are unable to complete, they will be unable to complete the project within 5 or 10%, but somehow they keep 5 or 10% as a contingency reserve. So, come back to the question. In this question, somehow you are able to convince the management and they are keeping 20% as a reserve. What is this? So, let's see what option A says. Option A says it is a contingency reserve. Yes, this is the right answer, because once they agreed and they are keeping it for the reserve, it is a contingency reserve. Contingency reserve means known unknown. The risk, you know about it, but you don't know that the risk will occur or not. So option A is the right answer for this question. Option number B, it says these are management reserves. No. You see, management reserves are for those risks which are referred as unknown. And, in Oxford we call them black swans. So here we are not talking about black swans. We already have the data. In fact, this 20% number is from the Oxford research. Oxford did a research and they find out that the average cost overrun of construction projects across the globe is 20%. So from the management perspective, from the concept of the question perspective, it is not a management reserve. It is not a unknown risk. So the answer still is option number A, contingency reserve. Let's see what option C says. Option C says benchmark cost. You see, the 20% comes from the benchmark perspective, but it is not the benchmark cost. When we are saying that we are going to keep that much amount in our project, it's no more benchmark. We are keeping this amount from the exercise of benchmarking. So the right answer is still option number A, which is contingency reserve. Option number D says life cycle cost. You see, life cycle cost means the cost of executing the project and plus the cost of running the operations of the end result of a project. And running the operations are basically outside the concept of project management. That is why it is not the right option for this question. So the answer for this question is option A. Thank you. Those who answered correctly through knowledge, congratulations. For others, I hope it helped.